Jeremy Corbyn is bringing his summer campaign drive to Scotland this week, seeking to build on Labour's better-than-expected general election performance. He's now targeting 18 SNP-held marginal seats as part of a wider effort to gain the 64 constituencies required to form a majority government at Westminster. Here's Scotland Tonight's James Chen.
For Jeremy Corbyn, it's been a summer worth smiling about. He didn't win the election, but confounded almost everyone's expectations. Leadership talk has been quelled, and while the Tories have been having a torrid time, people have been chanting his name at festivals. The Labour feel-good factor isn't confined to south of the border. Here, the party took half a dozen SNP seats and came close to winning many more. Now he's in constant campaign mode, with his sights set on Scotland. Since the election night success, one question has been hanging in the air.
Was it made in Scotland, or is this just a Corbyn bounce?
For those in Scottish Labour who've supported Corbyn from the very beginning, it might feel like vindication time. They say the left-wing ideas laid out before the electorate were key to building support. That Labour success in Scotland, how much was it down to Jeremy Corbyn and how much was it down to Scottish Labour?
The success was based on the manifesto. Our activists, our candidates went out and enthusiastically campaigned for Labour based on a radical manifesto that everyone rallied round and everyone could see would be transformative for our country.
Even the Labour leader's fiercest critics within the party say what he achieved in June was impressive, but there's some parts of the movement he'll never take with him. Are you not tempted to get on board yourself?
I am a devout opponent of Jeremy Corbyn's brand of socialism. I don't think he should be the leader of the Labour Party. I've never trusted him or his politics, and I still don't trust the Labour Party led by him.
So how might Scotland fit into the Labour leader's master plan? UK-wide, his party gained 30 seats, increasing the Labour vote share by almost 10%. In Scotland, it gained 6 seats, and the Labour vote increased by 2.8%, benefiting from a fall in support for the SNP. So far, the UK tour of target seats has taken him to places like Southampton and Cornwall. In Scotland, he'll begin his tour in the Western Isles before coming to Glasgow. He has his eye on seats like Glasgow East, Airdrie and Shotts, and Dunfermline and West Fife. Top of the list is this constituency, Glasgow South West. The SNP beat Labour here by a mere 60 votes. As they target places like this, there's talk of a new spirit of cooperation between Scottish Labour and Labour HQ in London. For many MSPs, doubts about Corbyn have dissipated. They're ready to embrace him more fully than they were at the start of the year. That's an important part of the puzzle, but it's not enough. Labour lost supporters to the Yes movement during the independence referendum. One key question will be whether he can bring them back.
There's no denying that there was a certain type of left-wing Scottish voter who looked at what Jeremy Corbyn was offering. People who had perhaps voted yes in the independence referendum, hoping to achieve socialism in one small country, and then who were persuaded actually that maybe they could get socialism much earlier if they have a Labour government led by Jeremy Corbyn.
This is the Western Bartonshire result coming in. Me looking incredibly happy.
Cat Boyd is exactly that kind of voter. She was a leading light for the independence cause, but when 2017 rolled around, she voted Labour.
I don't think it is counterintuitive. I think that Corbyn could provide, if he was to be elected Prime Minister, could provide a real social safety net, which often makes it easier for people to take bold political decisions, transformative ones like independence, for example, in another referendum.
That second referendum looks a little more remote than it once did. For a while there was talk of yet another general election, but that's faded somewhat too. In the void that's left, Corbyn continues his tour. He has momentum, in more than one sense of the word. As he heads to Scotland on Wednesday, he'll be hoping it doesn't stall.